Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Leo for February 2021. Keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day. But know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, personal power. We have it at the tips of our fingers and at the soles of our feet, so use that doing power wisely, my friends. Before I get into this too much, I just want to take a moment to thank all my subscribers. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. You mean the world to me, truly. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you like this kind of message and like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. And for any of you who feel inclined to give it a thumbs up, please do. I appreciate it beyond measure. So I want to just take a minute before we get into these cards today to call in spirit. I'm going to ask any of your spirit guides who would be here for our highest good to join us. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, and my team of light to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible to deliver messages that are only for the highest good of those of you watching, but the most far-reaching, okay? So I'm going to start first with the Magical Unicorns Oracle today and see what the unicorns have to say for Leo, please, for February 2021. So guys, even though this is for February, this is not necessarily a time specific. It's just what message Spirit wants to bring in through February. So you may have already gone through the situation that we pick up. You may not have experienced it yet, or it may be something that you're doing right now. So just keep an open mind, my friends. And again, toss it if you don't feel like it's for you. So Spirit, thank you. Flipped over to family culture. This month, I feel like Spirit's definitely called in quite a bit of family ties. So I've gotten, not here, but a lot of the other readings too have had your parents love you. And this says learn more about your family stories and histories. This may be through grandparents. This may be through parents. This could even be through great-grandparents if you have them still alive in your world. You know, ask about your family. How did, you know, in this particular one, she appears to be Native American. Do any of you have Native American blood? You know, what are the stories that have been passed down? If you were settlers, like, you know, I know my family in particular, my great-grandmother was a war bride from England. I live in Canada. She married my grandfather, who was a Canadian soldier, and that's part of my lineage. And I think in, like, grade 7, we had to do interviews with our grandparents, and it's stuff I never would have known about, right? So I'm feeling a lot with this is, you know, talk to your family, find out the stories that are important. If are there stories that are passed down? Is there something that you've not been made aware of? And a lot of times when we're kids, we don't know these things, but as an adult, make sure that you ask while they're still around, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, this could also be like I heard ancestry going on, things like ancestry, or I even heard like 23andMe, although I think they sell your DNA, so be careful. But like just finding out more. Some of you, as well as to me, this is picking up on like ancestral spirit guides coming through as well. For some of you, this could even be a past life where if you have no Native American lineage within your actual 3D family, you may actually have been Native throughout many different lifetimes. You may have been one before. So you may have had, you may have knowledge, spiritual knowledge of Native American ways or teachings, or because I keep picture, it's just the picture, but there could be a lot of different things that Spirit's like, you know what, connect with your history, connect with your family stories, connect with your ancestry, your lineage this month. So let's find out more for the Leo. I think this card, so I'm going to take it, was thankful. So there's also change. This says think about people and things that you are grateful for. So a lot of this too, when we talk about family and family culture, we're grateful for our family. Many of us as well are grateful that we grew up in the communities and the families that we did. We have rich heritage, but this also is thankful for our family and what they've been able to provide us. Thankful now for what we have in this world, and thankful for the changes that the universe is bringing, because nothing ever stays the same. So this is the changes that you're going through are positive. accept that. And I think also what's important I'm getting is some of your family members may actually have gone through similar things at different times. Time has a way of kind of repeating itself in different cycles. So talking to different family members and finding out their stories may actually help you make huge changes in your world, may help you feel a bit more supported. And I heard as some of you are change makers. Some of you are not necessarily, I heard lawbreakers, but not necessarily lawbreakers in a bad way. For some of you, may be really active in social justice and creating change to speak up for the wrongs of the past. So I'm getting an example, and I'm going to share it. If it doesn't resonate, just ignore it. But I live in Canada. I'm sure it is similar around in North America. There have been a lot of missing Indigenous and Native American women. They have, I'm sure men too, but women have been a lot of the focus in the news because there's so much different, all these different things culturally that have amounted to, I don't even know how many thousands of women and girls gone missing and have either died or they've never found them. And at the time, so like 30 years ago, police investigation, even probably 10 years ago and into now, the assumptions, and not great assumptions, right? Very racist, culturally insensitive assumptions about what happened to these girls have been put in and kind of created this halt in the legal process where we're finding hardly any prosecutions, right, on and convictions of people that have done this, not always finding out the truth, or even where the police have falsified the reports because to keep somebody else safe in this situation. Okay, and I hope that doesn't resonate with you, and it makes me really it's hard for me to talk about. I'm pretty disgusted with the fact that this has happened because in a lot of cases, sorry, I'm tongue-tied. In a lot of cases, though, be it not for the culture and the history of these people, they would have been found and something would have been done about it happening. So for some of you, you may be one of those change makers rallying to find out, right? There's been a lot of public inquiries into the missing girls and into, even in the last, I'd say, 10 years in Canada, really painting a picture of this isn't right, but I'm sure it still happens, and it's one of these things that it's going to take people who are very, very passionate and able to unite the country, to unite people, to see that this is not right and that something more should be done. So for me, I'm thankful. This is not about me, but it's the example that came up, so I apologize, guys, if it's not for you, but this, because even some of the stuff that following through with our family stories, some of us may learn about this kind of thing, and it's like, how do we create changes that are positive? And we're thankful for the ability to do that now with a little bit more safety, because I'm sure, you give it even 30 years, those people that speak up and those people that are upset and angry, are they going to go disappearing too? I feel like there's been a real need for change, and I heard a real need for positive role models, and you guys may be the change. Okay, so let's see what else we get. So we get worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. So if there's a situation as well, if there's changes happening for you and they've taken a really long time to manifest, know that your patience will be rewarded, that the change that is coming to you is for the best, it's for the positive, and be grateful as well for the ability to change. Excuse me. We also have exercise here. Run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. And absolutely, and best friends are under there. I'm going to take best friends and water. The last one I'm going to take this side. So get the exercise you need. True friends stick together no matter what. Your friends have your back, my friends. Throughout your changes, throughout whatever's happening in your world, lean on your friends. They care for you. They're here for you. They're going to stick it out with you. So true friends are here to the end. And water. Drink more water. Eat water, foods with water in them, such as fruit and vegetables. To me, this is get out into wild water. It's a little cold where I live. It's probably Might be a little cold where you live, but if you can't get into wild water, get into a pool, get into a bathtub, get into a shower, drink water, eat watery rich foods, but keep your body hydrated and cleansed, especially if you are exercising. I heard also as well some of the changes you may be going through is a weight loss journey, is an exercise journey, or just trying to get yourself healthy. And if that's something that's happened, even with this family culture, this could be like our family histories of health issues as well. But for some of this, I also heard for some of you as well, I heard like the family culture, it could also be traumas that have been kind of passed down, that this is where it's your time to change. Go, you know what? I've seen how that manifested in the last couple of generations. I'm going to put a stop to this. I'm going to be the change. But I think you guys are really revolutionary and change makers. And just decide says it's clearly time to make a decision about what you want. I feel like decide what it is that you want to change. Decide what it is you want to put your energy into. Decide to keep yourself healthy. Decide to keep your mind too in a good mental space is where I'm also getting with those best friends. And know that your patients are being rewarded just one step at a time. So in terms of the exercise and the water, it doesn't have to be that, you're drinking a whole gallon a day, although I guess that's supposed to be good for you. You spend a lot of time in the bathroom. But get the foods and water that are good for you so that you're hydrated, you're also thinking properly, and get your exercise so that it does create, I think it's serotonin, right? It sends off our body chemistry to be a little happier. So if you notice that when you get outside, when you're exercising, you're a little bit happier, keep doing the things that are right for you. Be thankful that you can do this as well. I heard like if you have mobility issues, do what you can. If you don't have mobility issues, be thankful that you don't have mobility issues. Be thankful that your body is able to do these. Your body is able to exercise. Your body is able to consume the water. So one of the things too is if you are exercising, if you're keeping yourself to an exercise regime and you're eating healthy foods and you're getting like, I don't want to do this anymore, instead of being like, oh, I have to go exercise, I'm thankful that I can exercise. I'm thankful that I get to exercise. I'm thankful that my body is becoming healthy. Okay, a lot of different ways that we can look at this. So I'm going to ask now some Archangel Gabriel guidance, please, on what could be supporting you throughout this change. And we get express your inner truth. Your creative work shines brightest when it reflects your genuine thoughts and feelings, or feelings and thoughts, which I think that's where we get change and decide, right? If we want to change something, we have to decide what are we going to do to change it? How are we going to go about this, right? So for some of you, like I heard, law-abiding citizen, right? You're not going to go make any drastic things, not going to break the law in order to create change, but there's a lot of things you can do within, I heard, the judicial system, within even peaceful protest, your social media pages. There's a lot of different things that you can do to become an activist if that part resonates for you. This could be an activist within yourself as well, but to make sure that whatever you are supporting, whatever you are putting your energy into, it reflects who you truly are, okay? And you also get deserving. You, like all God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. And I think that that's important in terms of taking care of yourself as well, is to remind yourself, I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be loved. And I deserve to be treated equal as any other human being. And we have here success. Congratulations, you did it. And that's awesome because they're worth waiting for. The changes that are coming are going to be positive, deciding. Once you put your mind to something, the power that you have is limitless, and I feel like you're going to be unstoppable. But you have to make sure first that you know, that you believe in your heart that everything that is coming, all the positive changes that are coming to you, that you're worthy and accepting of them. Otherwise, if they start coming to us, but we like, oh no, I'm not worthy of that, they're just not going to be here. So keep an open mind, my friends. And under here we have motivation. So pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. Underneath there as well was detox time. So release toxins from your body, mind, and diet, and you get helping children. So I'm going to keep that. They want the top of this as well, which is open your heart to love. The more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater life force energy. So detox time goes hand in hand with the water as well. The more water we're drinking, probably the less bad stuff that we're having. But if we are eating stuff that's not necessarily healthy for our body, water is going to help kind of flush it through. So motivation, saying pray for guidance on how to be motivated. Well, this is one of these things that you can even write a vision board. You can write down affirmations on things that do motivate you. Why are you trying to get healthy? Why are you trying to create change? What are you thankful for? Write these things down and have them in a place that you're visible so that you can see, you know what, this is why. And every day, some of it may be children. This is why. I want to be here for my kids. I want to be active so that I can keep up with my kids. I want to create social change so that the horrors of my family's past never happen to my children. I want, all of the different things. Figure out what it is that you're working for, why you're working for, and how you can stick to it, okay? But part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. For some of you with this family culture, you may be one of the older family members that are giving guidance, that are sharing some of the stories. And what I heard is that as well as share it with love, share the stories with love. Trying not to hold on to or hurt any past hatreds. We're trying not to hold on to any thing that is kind of negative in energy. We're trying to come to every situation within our worlds with love. So the more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater their life force energy. Means that kind of like the more you create and dedicate yourself to change, the more momentum it has. So making sure that you know you're deserving of whatever success is happening, because there are some major changes happening, and success, you just have to decide that it's worth waiting for to happen. It's worth going for, and you're worth putting the energy into staying healthy. So I'm going to bring some tarot wisdom now from the Steampunk Tarot, please, for the sign of Leo. Messages for Leo, please, for February. So a few things. We have balance, so temperance could be a Sagittarius. And we also have the Page of Swords. Could be a younger air sign, Leo, Aries, oh my gosh, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could also be that we need to have some talks, that we need to talk in balance, that we need to also, I heard, bring balance by talking. So for some of you with the family culture, I keep being taken back to that, and best friends, that if this is within family, if there's been strife even within family, we may need to actually talk to those people to open up the lines of communication. This is the page, to make those first steps so that we can bring balance in. And that for some of you, I heard like you may have been struggling or fighting with a friend as well, if they haven't always been there. And that kind of sending this quick little message to be like, hey, if you make the first move here, it's a lot of peace can be, I heard, healed. So you could bring a lot of peace just by being the one who's willing to make that first move. Tell me about the Page of Swords and Temperance, please. For some of you, this is definitely opening the lines of communication, opening the talks of the family culture, trying to find out about the past. Tell me about the Page of Swords, please, with Temperance. There's a whole bunch here. I'm going to take them. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is about saving. It's also an earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but it is keeping things to yourself as well, withholding. We have the Knight of Cups, so this could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Six of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Lovers could be a Gemini. The Five of Pentacles could be an earth sign. The Five of Swords could be a air sign. The Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So the wands here represent fire. It could be you guys, Leo, or it could be a Sagittarius or a Aries. But overall, I feel like it's more just like there's victory, much like this success. And this success, this victory, I heard has come at a price, but you've been working on honing in your talents, working on building up your repertoire or building up your reputation as well. For some of you, this conversation that needs to be had, this Page of Swords, I feel like it's because there needs to be some sort of clear up of confusion. Because you have the Five of Swords that was after here, which to me, you always, if you've heard that putting the nail in the coffin, well, there's 3 swords put in this coffin. This person is already dead as a doornail in the coffin. Is there really any need to stab them after they're down? And there's 3 up here, there's 2 down here. And to me, it looks like this guy here, he's going to put the other one in. This girl's going, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. And I feel like that's important, where you need to break the cycle and say, you know what? Maybe this is the way we've done it. This is always the way we've done it. This is what the work needs to be, but I'm going to change it. I don't like the way that works. I don't like the way it feels for me. We also have with that the Five of Pentacles, which in this card, and often it's depicted as people being turned away. This is outside of a church, right? Being left out in the cold without any food, without any shelter. And there's definite change here, okay? With the 2, it equals a 10. You also have the Lovers here, which is not only about a Gemini, but it's also about a decision in love, choosing what means love to us. This could also be marriage as well. But I'm really guided a lot to the yellow in this card, because in order for us to be in a healthy relationship, we have to have a healthy feelings of love for ourselves. And again, to know that we're absolutely deserving of this success. So with the Lovers, you get the 6 of Pentacles, something coming back into balance. And this could even be that we're offering our love. We are also saving up for the future. Or it could be we want to offer our love, but we're just not ready to open up yet. I feel like, though, however, if this is you guys, for sure, there is success in what you've been building, in what you've been working on. It may be that you need to make some changes, like it had there about, some of you, I heard food sovereignty, which would be a lot of the Pentacles, in terms of resources. For some of you, you could be an advocate for food banks or wanting to create social change around making sure that everybody has affordable access to food as well. And to me, there's a lot of ways this can go, because this could literally be like a love situation coming in. I also feel like this could be with your family, your friends, your kids. But this, if it's more than that, it's your love being brought to a wider variety of people, where your love universally being emanated, and the good for you, I'm getting emotional with this, that the good that you're doing in this world is appreciated, it's seen, and those are something that, you know, I think every day those of us who have enough, who don't go without, we should be very thankful, because there are a lot of people in this world who don't have enough, right? For some of you, this could be a job success as well, in getting a job and keeping it. The 6 of Pentacles as well here with the 4 of Pentacles could be that with this job, with whatever you're working on, we're balancing out our spending. We're with the Page of Swords too, talking about this, bringing that into balance and saving up for something at a later date. So however that resonates for you, take it or leave it, my friends. Let's see what one last message we have from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. Get 2. So you get the Indian bean and you get the Sugi. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about from that book, and we'll do the whichever one I get first. I was going to say the Sugi first, but Hornbeam? No, Indian bean. Okay. The Sugi is what we'll do first, because it's right here. If I mispronounce it, sorry guys. So this is about sacredness. I can remind you of the importance of finding a connection with the invisible spirits that surround you throughout your life. I can help you to honor them every day and to remember that all aspects of nature are sacred. It is common to see the Sugi trees growing near temples and shrines in Japan, where they are regarded as sacred trees. Many of them also are also extremely old, which adds to their venerability. The sugi tree grows in the grounds of the Shinto Sugawara Shrine in Yamanaka. Onsen, Japan, is thought to be at least 2,000 years old. The Jomen Sugi in the Yukushima is possibly even older and is one of the reasons why the island has been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sugi wood is light red, resistant to decay, and used widely for building. Someone's behavior is troubling you. Perhaps you feel that they should be behaving differently or that you don't understand their motives. Try to rise above these difficulties and see their true spiritual nature instead. So the inverse and the reverse of this is you are feeling out of step with the world around you as though you don't belong there. Reintegrate yourself with others by sitting quietly in natural surroundings. Honor the sacred nature of all things and beings. I feel like this is just reminding you definitely to try and rise above. Again, if you are wanting to create positive change, if you resonated with that world activist thing, to really question the motives of the people around us as well. But to remember the sacredness of life, right? The sacredness of all life, and that even though some people we don't agree with, they still have a right to be here and thrive in this world. So the Indian being, let's get to that. Okay, which is about vitality. My beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers greet the sun in the summer, and the autumn I show off my seed pods. Let me teach you how to handle the most of your many talents and attributes so you can regain your vitality. The catalpa's common name is a misnomer because it does not come from India and does not bear beans, even though its pendulous seed pods look like them. When European settlers first saw the tree in the southern United States, it was growing in fields owned by Cherokee Native Americans, hence the name Indian. And its botanical name comes from the Cherokee name for tree. The Indian bean is frequently planted in parks for ornamental interest because of its flowers so prolifically each summer. Catalpa wood is sometimes used to make guitars. One of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. The inverse says, do not overlook the obvious and simple ways of healing yourself. Ensure that you have plenty of rest and sleep, and find the time to prepare and eat wholesome natural foods, regardless of how busy you are. So this is really important. Again, I'm getting food scarcity, food hunger, that don't be afraid as well to reach out to a food bank if that's one of the things that you need. But keep yourself fed. Know that you are a sacred being as well, and to treat other people with love and to come at them with an open heart. I do find it interesting with the Native American here. For some of you, you may have Cherokee roots, is what I'm hearing, but definitely part of what I was picking up at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this. Focus on your successes, not on your losses. Focus on the things that you're good at, not good at, and know that whatever change is coming here, because there is, I think it's a change in our mind that's going to lead to a change in our physical. Know that you're going to be successful, and that working diligently here, working hard, is going to see balance and is going to see victory for you. So I hope this resonated, and I love you all, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.